June 28, 2014. Guys, this system has been setting just inland on the East Coast for a few days, and now it's come off. It started out at a 0% chance, but now it's up to a 40% chance for tropical development. And you look at the rain, and you look at the moisture patterns that are coming up out of the Gulf. Guys, here in central Mississippi, we've had rain for weeks, it seems like, every day. Hardly had time to dry out. But this system is moving south, and it's moving west. And I'll show you that we'll pull it up and look at it on the infrared and on with the jet streams. But guys, this thing is now, again, 40%. It's 120 miles offshore. It looks like it's going to be a big storm. Check this out. Again, notice it's pulling across Florida. It looks like the eye is headed directly for what they call the Space Coast. But notice if it comes in there, it moves across Florida and manages to survive that. It'll be coming into very warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico. And that's going to turn it almost immediately north if you pay attention to these jet streams. But check this out, guys. Could be our first system of the year. We've got, again, this is the moisture that's been pulling in the Gulf, and you're looking at Louisiana, Mississippi, and now it's starting to move into Alabama. But again, guys, we've had storm after storm, rain after rain for days. Now you can see it coming up in the storm warnings going up through Oklahoma, guys. So you're going to have to watch that tonight. Also notice Kentucky, Missouri, it's moving right across there. These yellow boxes, again, are indicating thunderstorm warnings, and you see that through that entire line of storms. I'm just going to go through a couple different radars here. This is the GOES infrared. Check this out. Now notice the left side of the vortex is heavily laden in moisture, but our west coast has been in a drought, so we don't know how that's going to turn out. But I've noticed this for the last few days, and this is what's coming off Africa. It seems to be getting sheared apart still. But remember, in the early going of the season, we usually have Gulf or Caribbean storms, guys, and everything is developing slightly north. If you watch my videos, we've talked about that as the vortex seems to be slightly out of whack. Now, again, the moisture seems to be coming in from the left side there around Japan, and just seems to be getting pulled back into the vortex before it gets to the west coast. Here again, 40% chance. Notice this. It's 120 miles southeast of the coast of South Carolina. It continues to produce disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions are expected to remain conducive for gradual development of this system while it drifts southward, offshore Georgia, northeastern Florida. Also, while I'm here at the Hurricane Center, off the other coast of Mexico, you've got your Tropical Depression 4E with 35-mile-an-hour winds and a 30% chance of another development there. And these are tending to move northwest as they do. Sometimes they'll come back up and get into the Baja. Sometimes they head out toward Hawaii. But, guys, here are our stream lines, and this is the telltale. Notice the storm. If you would draw a line straight from the center of that rotation, you're going to come in again close to what we call the Space Coast, Cape Canaveral in central Florida on the Atlantic coast there, guys. And notice that if it comes across there, comes down those yellow lines, it's going to be picked right back up by the jet stream and pulled back into, looks like either the Florida Panhandle over to Mississippi. But once it gets into the Gulf, if it gets there, all of that could change. This now needs to be on a 24-hour watch. So, guys, we would definitely be watching it on this end. Heads up.